Hello everyone, I'm joined here today by an industry professional, Kim. She is a BCIT BSN instructor and she is going to share our journey, insights, and advice for people that are seeking to get a career here at BCIT. So let's get started. So hi Kim,
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit about your nursing journey, what you enjoy about the field, and why you chose to come to BCIT?
Awesome. Well, I'm a BCIT nursing student survivor myself, and I started off my career working in palliative care, and then after the birth of my middle, I moved over to the other end of the life spectrum in perinatal, so that's babies and moms. And after my third, who's a kid with some medical complexities, I knew I needed to make a shift. Always knew I wanted to teach. And so that's when I went to BCIT because I had such a great time as a student. I thought, why not go to the other side and teach?
Perfect. And so going off of that, can you tell me a little bit about what it's like teaching theory and clinical?
Yeah, so clinical, I've taught many rotations at BC Women's. And what I really love about that is it's just a handful of students where you really get to know them on an intimate level. You get to find out what their career aspirations are and really nurture that. Added benefit is that many times they're holding a newborn for the first time, and watching them realize they're not made of glass, that they're more resilient than we give them credit for, also brings me so much joy. I now teach theory full-time in term 5, and what I love about it is it's only about 40 students, so you still really get to know them in a pretty safe way, but just watching how their learning gets consolidated in theory for clinical practice is really fulfilling for me.
Nice. And so you've been at BCIT for a little bit, so can you tell me your favorite thing about working here at BCIT?
There's so much I love. The first is just the team. The team I teach on, they really are a second family for me. Added to that is just the work-life balance really can't be beat. Being a mom to young kids, 3 young kids, I'm able to feel that work-life balance quite well with the flexibility BCIT gives. I just feel like I get paid to be a lifelong learner. Not only do they support me so much with my professional development, but just constantly staying on top of what's best practice for the field I'm in just brings me such joy.
So going off that, can you share with us your most memorable moment here at BCIT?
Yeah, one of the things that just brings me so much joy, and it really just feels like it's part of my advocacy work, is I get to bring in my youngest who has many medical complexities, and every term in term 5, I present what it was like to receive a diagnosis of Down syndrome with my son and what it's like to be on the other end of that. Because often as nurses, we're the ones delivering that information. And what I love in doing that speech is that students really get to understand what is that concept of ableism? What does a life of meaning and purpose look like with disabilities, and seeing how it impacts their practice just brings me so much fulfillment.
Yeah, such a special story. So now knowing that we're wanting to sort of grow our staff, what is the best advice that you could give to future faculty or faculty that's wanting to apply to BCIT?
Oh, great question. I think for the longest time I had this seed of I want to be an educator. I always knew I wanted to teach, but was almost afraid to make that leap. And I just say, if you're really thinking that teaching's something for you, just go for it and try it out. I was shocked by how much I just really felt like this is what I was meant to do. And I wish I didn't take as long as I did to come to teaching. So again, if you have that seed in you thinking maybe you want to do it, just try it out.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Kim. It was such a pleasure talking with you. If you are interested in coming to work here at BCIT, you can go check it out on our website, or there's a link in the bio as well. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Julia.
Thank you.